I'm excited to share something we've been working on for a long time. A reimagined NetDocuments platform, purpose-built around the first ever legal context graph. For the first time, a legal platform can continuously connect every matter, document, communication, person, activity, and piece of institutional knowledge, while respecting the firm's existing permissions and ethical walls. This matters because every knowledge management leader and lawyer knows this problem. Everyone has gotten the pardon the interruption email from a colleague or associate that says something like, I'm looking for who has handled a case or situation like this before, or what did we do last time, ... The work product exists, the knowledge exists, the judgment exists, but too often the context is scattered across documents, emails, matters, timelines, and people's heads. AI makes this problem significantly more urgent. Models are becoming more powerful and more accessible every day. And that's a good thing. But in legal, AI and agents are only as good as the context they can safely reach. And that's why this moment is so important. The next chapter of legal AI is not only about what a model or application can generate. It is about whether the system can deliver the right legal context with the right governance at the right time. This essential context layer is what we've built. To be clear, it was incredibly hard to build. Legal work is fundamentally more complex than traditional enterprise systems. It is high volume, highly nuanced, mostly unstructured, and governed by permissions, ethical walls, client obligations, and matter-level rules that can change at any given time. Building and operating a context graph at this scale required significant breakthroughs in how legal content is modeled, connected, retrieved, governed, and made usable in the flow of work. For the last 2 years, we've worked closely with AWS and Elastic to make this possible at the scale of the biggest law firms in the world. The result is a platform that does more than store legal content. It understands how legal work connects and makes a firm's real institutional knowledge usable inside NetDocuments and across the tools lawyers already use today. I'm incredibly proud of the work our teams have done over the past several years. But what matters most is what this unlocks for our customers. For the first time, firms can truly access and apply their institutional knowledge in the moments that matter, with the confidence that it is secure, accurate, and governed. That's a fundamental shift in how legal work gets done. I'm going to hand it over to our Chief Product Officer, Dan Hauck, to go deeper into how this is possible and show you this game-changing experience.
What we are doing differently comes back to one key idea: context. A matter is not just a folder. A contract is more than just words, and a pleading isn't just a document. Legal documents are often described as unstructured, but legal work has structure. It contains parties and counsel, clauses, key terms and case law, timelines and deadlines, and it lives inside a wider web: the communications around it, the team who have worked on it, the activity unfolding inside it, and the permissions that govern who can see what. This first-of-its-kind legal context graph brings millions of data points together. It's a living map of how documents, matters, people, and knowledge connect across the organization. Once that context is in place, the experience changes immediately. Opening a matter no longer means starting from a blank page. Whether it's a new transaction or a case that was just filed, you see the picture of the matter right away. With legal context, search changes as well. Instead of relying only on keywords, lawyers can search by meaning across the full firm and find what is actually relevant, with permissions and ethical walls preserved. And a legal context graph changes what AI can do. AI is no longer limited to a single session or a set of uploaded documents. It can work from a connected, permission-aware source of truth. That means AI outputs can reflect your organization's actual experience, your client work, your expertise, and your judgment. Through integrations and MCP, that same governed context can support the tools that you might already use, including Claude, ChatGPT, as well as other legal AI solutions through our ND Connect program. We are giving these experiences the foundation they need to be truly valuable. The governed legal context about the people, documents, and knowledge living inside the organization that make AI effective and aligned with how you work. For decades, legal technology stored what lawyers did. The new NetDocuments platform analyzes and understands all of that information, transforming it into the critical context needed for lawyers and AI to do their best work. I'm really excited to show you what this looks like in action, so I'll hand it off to our Director of Product, Nate Ruiz.
Awesome, thanks, Dan. Today we'll follow an IP litigation team working on an active patent infringement matter. But everything you'll see adapts to how your team works, whether that's a corporate legal department, a government organization, or any of the other organizations that rely on NetDocuments every day. My supervising attorney just staffed me on a new matter. I need to get up to speed. Today we'll follow an IP litigation team working an active patent infringement matter. But everything you'll see adapts to how your team works, whether that's a corporate legal department, a government agency, or any other organization that relies on NetDocuments. My supervising attorney just staffed me on a new matter. I need to get up to speed. I open NetDocuments and land on the homepage. The matter's been added to my top matters alongside my most active documents and latest correspondence. I go straight to Smart Search and ask a question in plain language. The answer draws on the firm's actual work, with citations to the specific documents behind it. Like everything in NetDocuments, it respects each user's access. I click into the matter. Before today, getting oriented on a case like this meant days of reading, asking around, and hunting through folders. Instead, I see the matter overview, an automatically assembled view of everything NetDocuments knows about this case. The system reads across all documents and correspondence and generates a summary that tells me what this dispute is actually about. Key parties and dates are pulled from the filings, and I can check the source or edit if something's wrong. A completeness indicator shows how much of the matter has been processed. The same governance model my firm has always relied on, preserved. The team working the matter is visible if I need to reach out, and an activity timeline shows both what the team has been doing and the key events in the case. This is just a starting point. Admins and teams can rearrange, add, and build custom widgets, pulling data from any system they choose. Setup that used to take hours is now automatic, and it stays current on its own. One document has been getting a lot of attention lately. I click through to see why. This is the Helix v. Cortexa complaint. 4 versions, all tracked. The versions aren't just saved. The system understands what changed between them and why it matters. NetDocuments has long had a version notes field where users could add this kind of context manually. In practice, it rarely gets filled in. Legal professionals don't have the time, so that institutional memory just disappears. Now it's generated automatically every time a new version is saved. I can see how the team's thinking evolved across every version. Weeks of attorney judgment, captured instead of lost. The complaint tells me where the case has been, but the matter is still moving. Dr. Patel just filed a supplemental report this morning. I go to the Expert Reports folder and drag it in. The system gets to work immediately. Within seconds, it classifies the document, extracts the structured data, and generates a summary of what it contains. This isn't just about this one document. The matter overview updates on its own. A partner checking in before a client call, an associate prepping for a deposition, they don't have to know this report exists. The system already folded it in. Every search, every summary, every AI answer is now informed by it. That's what it means for a system to understand a document rather than just store it. A notification comes in. My colleague has been working on the Markman reply and flagged me to review a section that needs updating now that I've added Dr. Patel's report. I click through from the notification. I can see he's already in the document. NetDocuments acts as a cloud storage provider for Microsoft Word, so I'll open it directly there. We're both live in the same draft, co-authoring in real time. The AI editor is right there alongside us. I type, update sections 2 and 4 using the findings from Dr. Patel's supplemental report. That's it. The system already knows what that report contains. The draft it generates references the specific findings, the specific data. 10 minutes ago, this report didn't exist. Now it's shaping the brief. Everything the system knows about this matter comes with me into the work. Every step, the answer that oriented me, the matter that was already assembled, the brief my colleague and I are drafting right now, the same intelligence showing up wherever I need it. This is NetDocuments Reimagined, a place that not only stores what your organization knows, but understands it and puts it to work.